Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I am doing a cherry on top video for you, and these are some goodies that you can get in the shop at Cherry on Top. I'm going to be documenting these 4 pictures of us on our way to Prague. So this was in the plane. Oh, they're all in the plane, and this is looking out at Prague, and that's me looking out at Prague. So, yeah, so really cool pictures. I'm gonna try and use these doilies. I'm gonna keep them out so that I don't forget them. I have some Royal Posies Bashful Flowers that I want to get used on here. Some charcoal acetate, some vintage orchard acetate. And then this is my adventurous collection that I got from a Cherry on Top. So, oh, and then I'm gonna try and use some buttons that I got from a Cherry on Top and some iridescent sequins. So all of these products will be linked down below for you. It is an affiliate link, so I do earn a little bit of a percentage of your purchase, but it does not increase the amount that you pay at all. So it really helps me to bring you content like this. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and the first thing I want to say is that I forgot in my intro already that I am doing the 3 in a row challenge over on the message board. It is hosted by Flasher Cherry Crush. And the 3 that I chose was, of course, the center, which is the free spot, and the center left, which is use happy in the title, and then I think, well, I'm doing the row in the center, which is happy in the title, a freebie, and green. So I start by paper piecing. I believe that I want to use this, for sure I'm going to use the background paper, which is like a blue sky with pink airplanes all over it. And then I decide to use the branding strip across the middle. And then I had printed my photos at 2 by 3 inches, and I'm just cutting those down. I got a little carried away with the cutting anyway. Then I'm like, okay, so I need green. So I was gonna bring this in, and it's only a 6 by 8. I don't have the 12 by 12 one anymore because I used it. So I grabbed this one, and I'm like, how can I incorporate this? And then I was like, well, let's come back to that later. Let's add some white underneath my photos so that they don't get lost in this, you know, commuting type page. And it's not working. It's just not working for me. So I pull out this pink and orange stripe paper that I had in my stash. I had used it on multiple layouts. Oh, here is where I did I cut it down? Yeah, I cut it down, the green, and I thought, okay, I'll use that, and it wasn't working. So then I grabbed this one, and it's ripped on the bottom, so I just cut that out. And then I'm like, okay, this is good. And then I decide to get rid of the commuting pattern paper. And then I put the green in the back, and I'm loving it. So that's what we're gonna do. I do distress everything on this page. And luckily I was smart enough to leave my doilies out and right there so that I knew that I could use them. I do go off camera to distress and tape down everything. So I'm going to use the word happy from the thickers, and the alpha I'm going to say travel. And here's where I was going to bring in some orange from the vintage orchard acetate, but instead I decided to just go with these black colored palettes from Color Swatch Charcoal Acetate. And then, of course, I glue those in. If I can get my glue to work, which I did. So those are now being glued. And then here's where I grab, in this little sack, I actually have the chipboard and the floral ephemeras, which are actually called ephemera icons. I don't know why they did that. I mean, honestly, they should have like an ephemera icons and an ephemera florals, but they don't. Here I want to use this big, huge chipboard airplane because, of course, we are on the airplane. And I want to use a frame in that airplane window picture. So I'm still going through this stuff. That's where I wind up putting my plane, and then I'm going to use these chipboards, one of them for journaling and just one for the icon of the airplane again. I'm looking for something to help me out here. I know I want to put my title down here, so I'm leaving some room for that. And I do want to use this big pink flower and the leaf that adds some more green to my my layout. I'm going to go ahead and put this airplane up on 2 layers of foam. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick it down up at the top. I don't do it quite yet. But I know that I want to use this stuff down here. And like I said, I want to bring in that title in that area as well. So here's where I take off that and I actually stick that down. And I glue this down, and then I think that I'm going to work on my title, because I want to get my title down before I do these lower embellishments. So I'm going to go ahead and do Happy Travel, like I said. And I do go off camera, and I'm going to glue down Happy Travel just so that it is nice and on there, stuck on there. I have a cold, so I'm actually getting over it, so I'm feeling a lot better. But the congestion is just sticking around. So here is where I'm going to go off camera and stick everything down. And then now I'm bringing in the Bashful Royal Posies from 49 and Market. And I'm going to put them all over my page here and there. And then I'm going to glue those down off camera because I tend to hold them down. Like, I'll glue the flower and then I'll hold it down for like 30 seconds just to make sure that it's good and held on there. So I do that off camera. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my journaling. It's just saying that we are on the airplane going to Prague, and this was in October of 2024. Have a little XO up there. Now I'm bringing in buttons. I'm like, can I put this giant button in here? And no, the answer was no. And I cannot put even a medium-sized button in there. So I'm going to put some little buttons. So I decide, okay, let me put them all scattered about. Which looks cute. It looks actually fine. But then I'm like, well, you know, I'm going to scatter my sequins. So why don't I do a technique that I used to do a long time ago, which is just randomly put little buttons in a row and do it kind of wonky. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to do 4 buttons down here on this green paper and then 4 buttons up here on that green paper. And then I just put the rest of the buttons away. I'm going to glue those down. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and do some sequins. These are just iridescent sequins from the shop. And of course, I'm going to have all of the links down below for you if you're interested in any of these products. And there, I glued those down. Now I'm going to splatter with this Delusions white linen ink spray. And when I tell you these are the best opaque white splatters, they are the best opaque white splatter. So if you're looking for an opaque white splatter, this is the one. Of course, I will have it linked down below for you, but yes, I love it. And then that's going to be my layout. So again, links are down below, and I'm also going to link the challenge that I'm doing so that you can go over there and look at it as well if you want. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.